Even with the pandemic disrupting almost every industry, the residential real estate market has been red hot over the past year. As a real estate agent, knowing the important facts that define 2020 residential real estate can not only help your credentials moving forward, it can also inform your leads and clients about the current state of the U.S. residential real estate market. Here are the top 10 real estate facts of 2020. 1. An increase in the Zillow Home Value Index. Thanks to local NAR groups, the majority of states deemed agents to be labeled as essential workers during the coronavirus pandemic. This move stabilized the residential real estate industry during the early months of quarantine, and later propelled the Zillow Home Value Index from $248,000 in January to nearly $263,000 by November 2020. 2. U.S. home value growth. Agents were labeled as essential workers and continued working in the real estate industry. Combining the ability to continue working with historically low mortgage rates and a tight housing market, the U.S. saw home value growth of 6.6%. 3. Percentage of buyers who hire agents on recommendation. Word-of-mouth recommendations are the strongest form of organic marketing. This fact remained true in 2020, as 41% of buyers responded that they found their real estate agent through a personal recommendation. 4. Licensed agents in the United States. The heavy delay in new license applications during the early months forced office closures that prevented exams and licensing processing to take place. However, these numbers rebounded in the summer months, and the number of licensed agents in the U.S. grew to over 2 million in 2020. 5. Percentage of female realtors. With vocal support from associations like the National Association of Realtors, there has been a steady growth of women in real estate since 1910, the first year that women were permitted to join professional real estate organizations. This trend continued to hold true as the percentage of female realtors grew from 64% in 2019 to 67% in 2020. 6. Most popular social media platform amongst realtors. Over the past decade, social media has proven to be one of the most effective ways for agents to engage leads and clients. Although new platforms like TikTok have gained steam within the residential real estate sector, Facebook remains the most popular social media platform among realtors, followed by LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. 7. U.S. region with highest home ownership. Some of the cheapest home values have made it easy for Midwesterners to purchase homes, making the Midwest the top U.S. region for home ownership in 2020, with a whopping 71.2% home ownership rate. 8. Largest homebuyers market share by generation. Although Gen Xers remain the highest earning homebuyers, in a continuing trend, millennials made up the largest share of homebuyers in 2020 at 38%. Thanks to a thriving economy over much of the past decade, millennials have left their parents' homes in search of their own. 9. Percentage of U.S. market who are first-time homebuyers. Although the repeat buyer market took a downturn in the second quarter of 2020, the market share of first-time homebuyers in the housing market did not decrease during the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, first-time homebuyers now make up about 33% of the U.S. real estate market. 10. Typical home seller demographics. As children grow up and parents begin to consider retirement, the need for that big house dwindles. With this in mind, it is easy to understand why the typical home seller is 56 years old, with a median household income of $107,100. Now that you better understand the statistics that define the 2020 real estate market, keep in mind that informing your leads and clients about these stable, growing conditions in a time of true uncertainty can be the deciding factor when choosing you as their next agent.